What's up folks, Justin Phillip here, back again from Dog Times Productions, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at what's inside this little leather pouch from SIMMOD. This is the ClearNite filter. I did a review of the SIMMOD Variable ND a while back. I'll put a link down in the description below if you haven't checked it out. I do highly recommend you watch that video. People started getting turned on to SIMMOD, I guess, some of my subscribers that had never heard about it. And also because of this channel, I have linked up with quite a few awesome local videographers and cinematographers right here in the LA area. One of those being John Mark. He's a professional wedding videographer. I did get married on June 1st. John Mark came out, videotaped my wedding for me, and did a stellar job. Again, another shout out to John Mark for doing that. I guess he was having a conversation with the owner of SIMMOD, Soror Ron, talking to Ron about, I don't know, somehow I came up in the conversation. They started talking and Ron said, oh yeah, I've seen some of Justin's videos. And then John Mark said, yeah, I'm filming his wedding. And Ron said, oh man, that's amazing. You know what? I'm gonna hook you guys up. And he gifted John Mark and I some really fun, cool new toys from SIMMOD, and one of those being this ClearNite filter. So big, gigantic thank you to Soror and Ron over there at SIMMOD for hooking us up with these. And so that's how I came by this filter. Some other cool new toys too, but I'm not gonna reveal what those are just yet because obviously those are gonna be for future videos, so stay tuned. First, I just wanna give you guys a little bit of education on this ClearNite filter if you're not familiar with what these do. There are a few different brands that make filters like these that are made to enhance what you're capturing at nighttime, let's say in a cityscape for any type of photography or cinematography when you're filming in a city setting in exterior nighttime. In layman's terms, what I feel these little ClearNite filters do is captures what the human eye is seeing in an exterior nighttime shot. So when we walk outside and we're looking at nighttime of the city of, let's say, downtown LA, and you're looking around and what our eyes are seeing is quite different than what you would see if you take out your camera and you go, yeah, I want to capture this. This looks like an awesome shot of the city at nighttime. And then you take out your camera and you go, oh, dude, this looks like crap. It's all like pissy yellow. And a lot of that is because of the light pollution that's coming off of all the random lights that are found in cities. You know, there's a lot of mercury vapor lights and sodium vapor lights, and a lot of times your camera is capturing like this yellow haze. So that's one of the advantages of putting something like this filter on your lens. It's cutting down all that random light pollution. And also something else that is quite interesting about this SIMMOD ClearNite filter is that it helps cut down a lot of the nasty colors that are coming off of any cheap, low CRI LED panels that you may own. So, you know, some of the LED panels that are out there, they don't have quite as high a good CRI value, color rendering index, right? So a lot of times when you're purchasing something, let's say you bought an aperture light panel, those are gonna have a very high CRI, like 95 and above. But sometimes you're shopping around on Amazon, you're trying to get a good deal, you're a low budget indie filmmaker, much like myself, and you say, well, this is a cheap LED panel, these are only a couple, you know, 20 bucks or something. And sometimes they're so cheap and low quality that they don't even list the CRI value because they don't want you to know that it's like 60 or something really bad. But if you have something like this ClearNite filter, it's gonna help you cut down some of the bad light pollution coming off of those low CRI LEDs. And that's just another advantage of having this. So this was really cool for me because I've never had any kind of special filter for filming at nighttime, and I think that's really cool that we came by this. Again, thank you, Ron, for hooking this up. So I said, okay, yeah, let's do it, man. I took out my BlackMagic Pocket 4K here, my Rokinon Cine lens, the 24mm T1.5 with the Metabones Ultra. I went with the 24mm because I knew I'd be looking for specific kind of wide landscape shots at nighttime. Took some footage without the ClearNite filter and then with the ClearNite filter. I captured a lot of that different footage, not a lot, not as much as I would have liked to, but you know, a few things, different random areas in the LA area that I thought looked cool at nighttime. So now let's jump into the computer here and I'll just sit down and show you guys these side by sides and we'll just kind of talk through it together and kind of dissect these images together and see what we like and maybe what we don't like. Okay, so let's look at the sky right above the mountains. Some pretty big differences right off the gate we can see, let alone just the differences in the color that's coming out of that bookstore. Pretty noticeable. If you look at that bubble there on the Cheesecake Factory, and as we drift over here to the fountain, Just look at the way that it's even affecting the light coming off of that water fountain. Pretty big differences. Here's the Americana sign. You can see just how it deals with the neon lights. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible, the differences. I mean, look how it even affects the colors of the building and the street. The sodium vapor lights affect the streets and the color of the buildings, and just, I mean, it's really affecting the overall image quality without the filter. It's really, it's pretty incredible. I mean, it's super, super noticeable immediately. And here's the big difference. Now, this is the city landscape of our wonderful Los Angeles downtown, and you can just see the big differences of what's happening. Now, above we have no filter, obviously, and on the bottom here we have a filter. And you can start to see what I mean by, you can really capture how the human eye is actually witnessing it versus what the camera is witnessing. And you're just, it's kind of getting rid of all that noisy, gross pollution. Just look at the sky with and without this thing. Pretty incredible stuff. During the filming and capturing kind of the adventure of looking for good nightscapes, I guess I'll call it, I ran into probably one of the most politest security guards I've ever come across in my life. If you guys are familiar with my channel or you know anything about my backstory, I have been skateboarding since I was like 13 years old. So you can imagine how many crazy ass security guards and rent-a-cops that I have come across in my lifetime. And when filming over at the Americana in Glendale, this guy was so nice and polite. My wife was there capturing BTS on the GoPro, and I'll just show you a little behind the scenes of this guy.
Oh, this is perfect. Hi. Oh, sorry about that.
That's all good, but also the camera equipment, so it's like a huge, we have policy, like with professional looking equipment, it's not allowed, basically, that you can't really work stuff on property with professional equipment.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just doing a lens test.
Oh, that looks impressive.
No worries, thanks. Sorry about that.
So there you have it, sir. Whoever you are, I say you are a gentleman and a scholar. So it was pretty cool little laid back security guard. Marianne was saying, you know, maybe he was like that because there were so many cameras rolling. Who knows? Either way, he was cool. I would like to see more non-dickish security guards in the world. So that man is doing good to better his reputation as a whole of security guards. So good on ya, brah. Good on ya. Okay guys, so there you have it. If you are interested in checking out this lens, you can get it right now. It's about $26 off. Normally SIMMOD charges about $125 for this filter, but right now I noticed on their website they have it marked down to $99. So I am gonna put a link down in the description below if any of you are interested in it. SIMMOD's not paying me to make this video by any means at all. I don't even think he knew that I was gonna make this video. I just wanted to make it because I thought it was a cool tool and I wanted to share it with you guys. And yeah, and if you are interested in it, then, you know, go over to the website, check it out, link down in the description below. And as always, if you're interested in any of the gear I talk about or how does he make his videos, check out my kit bag. It's the first line down in the description below, and on there I have links to all of the gear that I use on YouTube and my professional paid video shoots as well. Good old ClearNite filter. As always, thank you for watching. Again, another gigantic shout out and thank you to Saror and Ron over there at SIMMOD for hooking this up. Shout out to John Mark for just being a cool dude and kind of, you know, making all that happen. A shout out and gigantic thank you to you for just sticking it through this video this far. As always, thank you for watching, and thank you to subscribers. If you guys subscribe to this channel, you know, I really have enjoyed watching this thing kind of blossom and bloom. You know, I just revamped this YouTube channel in January. Before that, I had maybe like 200 subs, maybe. I never did anything on YouTube. It was just, I needed a place to sometimes upload random acting videos to share with, you know, certain agents or managers or clients or casting directors or whatever. And that's kind of all I used YouTube for, was just kind of like a low-key place to upload random acting videos. And then in January, I started doing all this camera stuff because back in 2016, I kind of transitioned from full-time actor to more of a like full-time cinematographer and director slash filmmaker. It's been really cool just watching this kind of community grow and being able to hook up with people like Ron at SIMMOD and John Mark and Rick all the way out in Michigan, you know, hooking it up with those stickers and things. And it's just cool watching the community grow. I got people all over the world, you know, we're just all low budget indie filmmakers. We're just sharing tips and tricks that we learn along the way. And it's been really awesome. I got a lot of feedback, the Tilt of Gravity video. So, you know, it's just awesome having a community where, you know, I'm able to kind of filter out all like the shenanigans and the snarkiness that you would experience in, say, a Facebook group. And it's just nice to have like our own little community here. And plus, you know, this kind of feeds my acting bug where I'm kind of the host of my own show here. So it's really awesome to just watch this thing grow. So I really do mean it when I say thank you to all of my subscribers. You guys rock, and we're just gonna keep the journey going. I have some really interesting, unique ideas coming up. And as I say, for now, that's a wrap.